So for this video, we're going to walk you through the steps on how to create your brand within Adobe Express. So your brand is going to consist of a logo and the corresponding colors to that logo. Your brand can then be applied to any customized template you create or any template that's already pre-existing within Adobe Express. Of course, you can always customize your own project and start off really fresh, and you create everything, and then of course you can add your brand to that as well. So for this video, let's talk about then how do we create our brand within Adobe Express. To do so, we're going to go over to the left hand side and select brands right here, and then that'll open up into a page that looks like this. It is a three-step process in order to create your brand, and the first process is to upload your logo. Now, if you already have your logo, then this is pretty straightforward. But if you're going to create a brand using your school's logo, you might have to contact somebody at your school site because you may not have access to the official logos for your school. So keep that in mind as you do this. Okay, so I'm going to start here and I'm going to upload my logo, and the logo I'm going to upload is the GUHSD Tech logo. Okay. So that's the first thing, and then you'll notice once I did that, it started adding these logos to these examples of these different types of posts or pages or videos, and you can kind of see what adding the logo as well as the colors can do to change those templates. So you can kind of get an idea of what this would look like on an actual project. The next thing I'm going to do is pick my colors. So I'm going to select that, and then you'll notice that it pulled the logo colors, and here they are right here. And so I can select any of these three. For our purposes today, I'm just going to select this one right there and then hit save. So that's going to be like the primary color that's going to be used across all the different projects that I add a brand to within Adobe Express. And then of course, in our examples over here, you can see how they have changed to correspond with that very primary or focus color that I chose for the brand. And then the last thing I'm going to do here is choose my font. And I always like this one right here, the Futura. So I'm going to select that one for this. And then of course you can see how it went through and changed everything and updated it to that text that I chose for the brand. Okay. And then I'm going to select next. I'm going to name it and then create it. All right, so now it's doing its thing there. Great, we've added our first brand, and so I'm just going to close out of that. And so now this is what it looks like. So every time that I go into brands over here on the left hand side, whenever I open Adobe Express and I select that button, you'll notice here's my GUHSD Tech brand right over here. And then I can click Manage, and then it goes into this page here. This page has the logo, my colors, and the fonts that I selected. Okay. Now there is a spot down here where we can add more colors. Let's say there, hey, I think, some other colors would be great for this brand. Maybe a lighter gray might be nice. That kind of fits in on things, and maybe a darker gray would be nice as well. And so it took that one primary color, it added a black and then some shades of that primary color that it took out of the logo. And then I'm adding a couple other little colors too that I want to use within this palette whenever I go through and add the brand to the projects that I'm creating. Okay, so I'm going to close that out there. You can add more fonts too if you'd like. You can add another logo or sub-logo and things like that. And some of your school sites have different logos, and so you can add those there as well. Okay. As I continue to look down the page here, you have two categories and how you can change the look of your project. Here's one for page and one for video. You can kind of play around with this. You can kind of customize each one of these the way you like it and tweak things and stuff like that. That's something that I'm not really going to go over here today. And then at the bottom down here, you can also personalize certain parts of your projects, whether it be the video projects or a logo on a Instagram post or whatever you might be creating, and of course headers and footers. So as an example, if I select this one right here, it kind of gives me some ideas. Hey, you can use your logo, or if you just want to use the name of your department, you can do that there. Okay, I can select done on that one. Let me scroll back down here again. This one over here is for video, and this one allows me, hey, you can put your website on there. So I'm going to do that. So I'll put on our Future Tech website. And so now whenever I have a video, I'll go back down, take a look at that. At the very end, it'll have this customized slide there with our website on there. Okay, so there's some things you can do to kind of tweak things, to customize them the way you want for the variety of different projects that you have. Okay, so we've created the brand here. And now in the next series of videos, what you're going to see is how we can apply this brand to different templates that we create or the templates within Adobe Express.